Myself Paramjit Singh Sidhu, Senior Lecturer Mechanical, Pandit J.R. Government Polytechnic College, Sharpur. My topic is transmission system clutch. First, I explain what is transmission system. Transmission system means the transfer of power from crankshaft to the road wheels. Engine produce the power. That power is transmitted to the wheels. The components in between engine to wheels are known as transmission system. Then what is the components of the transmission system? Number 1, clutch unit. Number 2, gearbox. Number 3, universal joints, propeller shafts, then differential units, then drive axles, then wheels and tires. Then I show in the figure these components. Then from front side of the vehicle, that is, this one is the radiator, then this is front side of the vehicle, then this is engine, right, then these are the front wheels, this is coil spring, that is suspension system, then this is clutch, this is after the engine, this is clutch, then this one is the gearbox, then this is the universal joints, that is after the gearbox, then there is propeller shaft, then after the propeller shaft, that is not shown in, that is slip joint here, then again universal joints, then this is differential, right, then rear axles, then wheels, then on the wheels, that is tires, then this is two wheels of the vehicle, you can see this is front view, then this is propeller shaft shown, this is gearbox, then here clutch, then engines, then differentials here, then rear wheels and so on. Then I explain the function of these parts. Number 1, clutch. Clutch is used to engage and disengage the engine power to the transmission system. Then next is gearbox. Gearbox, the main function of the gearbox enables to be disconnected from the driving wheels and is used to change the torque and speed. During starting of the vehicle required a higher torque and a low speed. The gear perform these functions, increase the torque and decrease the speed of the vehicle. Then next is universal joint. Universal joints are used for connecting two shafts inclined to one another at angles for transmitting the rotary motion from the engine to the road wheels. The variation in position of the rear axle with respect to the gearbox and chassis, this is also called hook joint. Universal joint, again I further explain, universal joints are used for connecting two shafts inclined to, though this joint is used for those shafts which is inclined at any angle. Then this shaft can transmit the power to motion, rotary motion, as well as at an inclined angle. Then next is propeller shaft. Propeller shaft is a driving shaft which connect the output shaft of the gearbox to the differentials at rear axles. It transmit the power from the gearbox to the rear axles through universal joints fitted on either end of the shaft. Generally, this shaft is the hollow shaft. Then fifth is the differential unit. The power being transmitted First I explain differential unit functions when the vehicle take turn left or right. The propeller shaft has to be transmitted to the rear axles which are at right angle to the propeller shaft. Also, while the vehicle is taking a turn, suppose right turn, then the right wheel should have a lesser speed than the left wheel. If it is not so, the right wheel can skid. For both of these reasons, a device called differential is used. Then, function of differentials, it transmits power at right angles. Number 2, it helps the vehicle to take turns smoothly by reducing the speed of inner wheel and increasing the speed of outer wheel. Then drive axles. The load of the automobile is put on the axles with the help of suspension system. There are front axles and rear axles. Generally, the rear axles which carry the rear road wheels are used to transmit the power from differential to the road wheels. Then function of axles, it works as axis for wheels. On the axle, the wheels are fitted. Number 2, it withstands body weight and driving torques. Number 3, it transmits power to the road wheels. Number 4, it supports differential assembly. Number 7, wheels and tires. Wheels are mounted on the axles. After the axles, then wheels, they are made of pressed steel or wire spokes or cast alloy. This is 3 types: pressed steels, wheels, 3 types: pressed steels, wire spokes or cast alloys. Tires are mounted on the wheels. They are in contact with the road and transmit driving effort to the driving effort of the wheel to the road. The brakes are also located at the wheels. It performs the following functions. Number 1, it takes vehicle load. Number 2, it makes the vehicle to roll over the road. Number 3, it provides cushioning to the vehicle against road shocks. Number 4, it helps in steering the vehicle. Then main topic, that is the clutch. Clutch, it is a mechanism which transmits rotary motion of one shaft to the another shaft which it is desired. Then principle of the clutch. In the figure, there are 2 disc A and disc B. Then one, suppose disc A is attached to the engine, then disc B is attached to the gear. Then W is the pressure on the disc. Then initially disc A was rotating at the speed of n rpm. It means A is attached to the engine. Then and disc B was stationary, first initial stage. Now if a load is applied on the disc B, load is W applied on the disc A by B, then it means A and B in contact. Then now if A disc B load W is applied on the disc B to engage it with disc A, the force of friction comes between them and disc B starts rotating. If the load W is increased, the speed of the disc B start increasing to attain the value of the n rpm. the clutch also follow this principle. It means the RPM of the disc A and B are equal when the clutch is fully engaged. Then the clutch consists of three basic units. Number one, driving unit, that is attached to the engine and rotate with it. Number three, the driven unit, which is attached to the transmission and rotates. Then the operating unit, third number, which is engage and disengage the driving and driven members. Then what is the requirement of the clutch? Then number one, it should be enough strength to transfer the required torque. Number two, the clutch facing should have good coefficient of friction. Number three, it should be easy to engage and disengage. Number four, it should be able to maintain friction at high temperatures, high temperature as well as low temperature. Its operation must be gradual. It should be easy to adjust. Number seven, it should be easy to repair and overhaul. Number 8, it should be cheap. Number 9, it should be as small as possible. Number 10, it should be capable to dissipate heat produced during working. Then types of the clutch. Clutch is mainly three types: dog clutch, friction clutch and fluid clutch. And then I will explain the friction clutch. Then friction clutch again further subdivided, that is disc plate clutch, cone clutch, centrifugal clutch, semi centrifugal clutch. Then disc plate clutch further subdivided, that is the single plate clutch and multiplate clutch. Then friction clutches. Here I will explain the friction clutches. When two discs are brought together, one of the being rotating and the another stationary, by applying a load, the another stationary disc also rotating due to the friction force present between them. When both the discs are moving at the same speed, the clutch is known in the fully engaged state. That is the principle of the clutch. Then types of the friction clutches. Number one, single plate clutch. Number two, multiplate clutch. Then cone clutch. Then centrifugal clutch. Then semi centrifugal clutch. Then single plate clutch. This type of clutch uses a single disc, therefore it is called a single plate clutch. A single plate clutch consists of three main parts. Number one, flywheel. Number two, clutch plate. Number three, pressure plate assembly. Flywheel attached to the engine. Then the flywheel shaft and act as a driving member. Here is the figure for single plate clutch. Then this is the crankshaft, that is the output of the engine, crankshaft from the engine. Then this is the flywheel, this one flywheel. This is the starter ring, that is starter rings, that is groups, that is gear types. Then there is a primary shaft, this one. Then splines, that is shaft have external splines and the clutch plate have internal splines. Then here is the clutch lining, that is frictional material that is on the clutch plate on both sides. Then this is the driven plate, that is clutch plate, driven plate. This is pressure plate driven by clutch. This produce the pressure on the clutch plate. Then this is thrust bearing, that that is develop the pressure on the clutch plate. Then this is release bearing. Then this is graphite rings, right. This is clutch pedal. ठीक है, when you press here clutch pedal, then this is move forwards, then this is develop a pressure on the clutch plate. Then next is clutch plate. Explain the construction. The clutch plate is a steel disc. It is connected to the splined hub through springs. The splined shaft, which is also the gearbox shaft, slides in the hub. There is friction lining on both sides of the steel disc as shown in the figure. The linings are either riveted or binded on the steel disc. The springs are called torsion springs, which absorb the undesirable torsional vibration. So the clutch plates acts as a driving members. This is clutch plate. This is the facing, this is friction lining material, where the friction lining material is attached. This is torsional spring. This decrease the jerks of the jerks to the vehicle when the clutch is engaged or disengaged. This is stop pins. This is cushioning spring. This is main hub, and this is friction ring. Then drive washers ne. Then splined hub. This is hub have internal splines. These are the splines. This show the splines, and the shaft have a external spline in which it is attached. Then this is rivets. Rivets provided to help the facing the friction lining material on the steel disc. Then next is types of single plate car. There are two types of single plate: coil spring type and diaphragm type. That is number one, coil springs types. Clutch uses several helical springs for exerting pressure on the pressure plate. A number of coil. This is the coil spring type in which coil is used. Coil spring is used. This is friction lining material. This is flywheel. This is already explained. This is torsional springs, and this is clutch. This is clutch plate. This one. This is clutch plate. This one. This is totally clutch plate. This is torsional springs, and this is this one and this one. This is cut section. This is clutch plates, internal splines and external spline. This is meshing. Then this is thrust coil springs. That is due to this is known as the coil spring type clutch. This is pressure plate, then clutch plate hub, that is splined, and then gearbox shaft, that is you can say output shaft, and this is release levers. This is cover. Then continue from this page. A number of coil spring are fitted circumferentially, one of which is shown in the figure that is already shown. Number two, diaphragm type clutch consists of a diaphragm spring instead of coil spring. The spring is of conical shape as shown in the figure in the next page. It is a slaughter type. This is diaphragm type single plate clutch. This is diaphragm type spring. This is spring. This is simply a disc. this is a disc, this one, this is disc, this is grooves, this is holes, these are the holes, this is front view and side view. This is this one plate fitted in this one. This is diaphragm spring, and this is clutch covers, already explained, 2 pedals, then pressure plate, then clutch plate, this one yellow parts, then flywheels. This is from the engine, attached to the engines. Then continue that it permits, continue from this. The spring is so placed above the pressure plate that it remains in flat position, i.e. the inner portion is pressed in the fitted position. In this position, as the spring is under stress, it keeps the pressure on the pressure plate and clutch remains in engaged position. To disengage the clutch, the inner portion is pressed, with the help of release fingers. Due to this, the outer portion is pushed back and the pressure on the clutch plate is released. Thus, the clutch plate becomes free from flywheel. The advantage of diaphragm spring clutch is that it is compact and can be used for higher speeds. Then working of single plate clutch. The working of a single plate clutch can be described with the help of a simple diagram, that is in next page. Ordinarily, the clutch remains in engaged position when the clutch pedal is pressed. Normally, clutch always remains in an engaged position. When we press the pedal, the clutch is disengaged. This is 2 figure shown engaged and disengaged. This one figure, that is clutch is engaged position. Clutch plate, this is clutch plate, and this is pressure plate. Above that, this is this side is flywheel, this is clutch plate, this is pressure plate, these are the springs. This is diaphragm spring, then release levers, then gear shaft, then lever. This is the engaged position figure. This is the disengaged position, this one. Then in this, here there is a gap between the flywheel and the clutch plate. This one gap, and this one gap. This is circle part. Pressure is this is pressure plate. This is disengaged position. This is these 2 figures clearly indicates explain the engaged position and disengaged. This is engaged position. This is disengaged position. And the release lever pushes back. This is how it works. Back the pressure plate. Thus, the clutch plate is released. This is the disengaged position of the clutch when the pressure is removed from the clutch pedal. And then this one, in this figure, I can also explain. This is driving shaft. This is 2 plates, pressure plates, 2. This is springs. This is W, axial thrust that is put. Then this is disengaged position. This one. Here it is very clear. This is clutch. This is clutch plate. This one is the output. This is internal splines, and this one has external splines. These are the both pressure. This is the driving shaft. That is this is flywheel, right? Then this is output driven shaft. Then pressure plate, springs, and axial thrust. This is disengaged position. This is the friction plate. Show the friction lining on the plates. Then this is the engaged position. This is also very clear. This is friction plate. This is coil spring to develop the pressure on the clutch plate. Then this is clutch plate, that is also called friction plates. Driving shaft, pressure plates, and then friction lining, this one and this one, this one and this one. This is pressure plates. Then the spring again exerts the pressure on the pressure plate continue from the previous page, which in turn engages the clutch plate to the flywheel. The clutch plate is mounted on the spline shaft, so the spline shaft starts rotating, the other end of which is attached to the gearbox. The cover assembly always rotates freely on the gear shaft. This is how an automobile clutch works. This figure explains the different parts of the clutch. In this is clutch plate, this is flywheel, pressure plates, studs, diaphragm spring, this is throat bearings, clutch housing, release, bell housing. This is clearly explained. This is this can be assembled. This can be fitted on this one. This first pressure plate, then clutch plate, then pressure plate, then studs, then diaphragm springs, then throat bearings, then release, fork, bell housings. Then next is pressure plate. Again, explain pressure plate. This is diaphragm spring fitted in the pressure plate. This one. This is clutch housing. This is pressure plate, totally pressure plate. This pressure valve current. This is springs attached to it. Number 2, multiplate clutch. In multiplate clutch, the torque is transmitted by friction between several pair of coaxial annular driving faces maintained in contact by an axial thrust. Both sides of each plate are lined with friction material, so that a single plate clutch has two pairs of driving faces in contact. Then multiplate clutch, this is equation. This is W is force. There is W is the load, R is the mean radius of the plate, N is the number of pair of the driving faces. Then for a plate clutch, the maximum torque transmitted, that is N mu W R M. Mu is the coefficient of friction of the friction lining material. N is the number of pairs of the driving faces. Then W already explained, load. Then R M is the mean radius of the plate. And then construction of the multiplate clutch. Simple diagram of clutch is shown in the figure next. That is next page. There are two types of friction plates. One type have grooves or teeth on the other surfaces. These grooves are fitted with the flywheel and rotate with the flywheel. This is multiplate clutch system. This is flywheel. This is grooves on the inner surfaces. This is these are the friction lining materials. This is engine shaft. This is pressure plate of that. This is 1, 2, 3. This is number of plates. Then this is springs that develop the pressure. And this is clutch pedals. Then bearings. Then gearbox shaft, that is the output. Then friction lining. This is friction lining. This is clutch plates. And then continue on last with flywheel. And the other type have grooves or teeth in the inner space side, and these plates are fitted on the spline shafts. The rest of the construction is same as single plate clutch. A pressure plate keeps the pressure on the friction plates with the help of springs. The spring may be coil spring or diaphragm springs. That is type of the clutch plate. The clutch may be coil spring types or diaphragm spring types. That depends on the spring which is used. That is coils. Either we use the coil springs or diaphragm. There is a clutch lever which can push back the pressure plate against the spring. Then working of the multiplate clutch. The outer teeth plates rotates with the flywheel. Outer teeth The inner teeth plates having friction lining are fitted on the spline shaft. The shaft is also single part with pressure plate. This is very clear figure. This is driving, this is, you can say, this is the flywheel side. These are the pressure plates 1, 2, 3, 4.